If you compare that to what I make for my like jazz band gigs, that's a lot of money. Hello, happy Vlogmas, and welcome back to Veggies by EOS. So it is Vlogmas week 2, and I know I said in my first Vlogmas video that I was actually going to vlog this week, and I was so busy, I decided on day 1 of this week that wasn't gonna happen. So yeah, on day 1, on Monday, I had such a long day, and I was like, vlogging this week literally is not gonna happen. And so I wanted to just film a sit-down video explaining what my side hustles are, because that's why I was so busy this week. As you can tell from the title, I just wrote it down and calculated how busy I was this week. Well, the week's not over, so including tomorrow. But this week I worked/will work 73 hours total, and that's kind of insane, and I don't even think that's including like, well, here, we're gonna talk about it, because, so I'm a teacher, I've mentioned that in a few videos, and teacher salaries aren't great. I'd be okay on just my teacher's salary, but I do have a few side hustles, and I'm gonna talk about the one I did this week as well as other side hustles I have done. And to preface it, I just want to say real quick, so my side hustle is, I'm in this musical production, and a lot of the time, because we had a bunch of rehearsals this week, like dress rehearsals and stuff, and I'm not in the whole thing, so a lot of the time I was there, I could just kind of chill out, like go on my phone, do other stuff. So I actually ended up doing a bunch of work for school for my main job while at my side hustle. So I was at one job but doing work for the other job. I know that doesn't make sense, but that's what I did a lot of this week. But I also did spend a lot of the time kind of just on my phone. So it's not like I worked for 73 hours, but I was out at work for 73 hours, even if I wasn't like actually working. So yeah, to start off, I'm a full-time teacher. That takes up over 40 hours a week. I mean, teaching isn't just a 9-to-5 job. It's you show up around 7, leave when you can. On a typical day, I would say I leave around 4 or 4:30, kind of depending on the week, depending on the day. I do live by myself and have a dog, so I try to leave as soon as I can. So, I mean, there are days I can leave at more like 3:15, 3:30, but sometimes you just have labs to set up, things to make, things to copy. You know, if I don't have stuff copied for the next day, I need to stay after and figure that out. This week I was able to leave school pretty decently early most days, except I did have a few meetings. I had a meeting after school on Wednesday, before school on Thursday, so those added in some time as well. And then Monday, I guess I'll just start with Monday, and my first side hustle is I do teach private saxophone lessons in a music store, and the music store is like a 35-minute drive from where I teach, and it's a 20-minute drive from where I live, so it's not super close, and I currently only have one student, so I really like my student, I really like doing that, but it is a little annoying. I'll have to drive super far just for one student, and then, you know, when I have all these other things going on. So yeah, my Monday was I stayed at school until about 4:45, taught the lesson from 5:30 to 6, and then went to a rehearsal for what I'll talk about in a second until about 10:30. So my Monday was literally ridiculous. And yeah, so that is one of my side hustles, teaching private saxophone lessons through a music store. And that's relatively recent. I think I've only been doing it since September. But yeah, that's one of my side hustles that I enjoy. Obviously not a lot of hours, it's only half-hour a week right now, but I'll probably be getting some more students soon. So my second current side hustle is this huge, basically it's this huge Christmas production. It's kind of like a musical. I guess it isn't, it's kind of a musical, kind of just like a production, that's a better word for it. And I didn't really know what I was getting myself into, but it pays really well, and all I was told is I just need to play my saxophone in the band for it. So I was like, you know what, pays really well, it's kind of a lot of time commitment. I committed to this like 4 months ago, while I still was living with a roommate, so I was like, you know, I won't be home that much, but I got a roommate to take care of my dog. LOL, not the case anymore. So I committed to it a while ago, and it's a lot of time, as you can tell. We only had really like a few rehearsals before this week, but then this week it was like at least 4 hours of rehearsal every day. One of the days it was like 5 hours, 4.5. And like I was saying earlier, like we'll play for part of it, but then they'll like just need the singers or just need the violin or something like that. So even though I'm there for 4.5, 5 hours, it's not like I'm sitting there doing something for that long. I like do something for this amount of time, then I can do whatever, then this amount of time, then I can do whatever. And like while I'm sitting there waiting to play, like we can just be on our phones. So yeah, again, it's not like I worked for 73 hours like nonstop like crazy this week. The rehearsals were more chill. Overall, I didn't play that much. And the reason for that is because in the production, most of it is kind of just singers and like the guitars and drums. Some have strings, some have horns. So I'm only playing on the songs that have horns. And out of the whole production, there's actually only 4 songs that have horns. So out of the whole like hour, 15-minute long production, I'm really only playing on, a very small portion of it. So yeah, it has been boring, so that's why I brought my school stuff to do, because I was like, well, I have all this stuff I need to get done for school, like lesson planning and grading and stuff. So I brought a ton of grading to the rehearsal this week, a ton of lesson planning. Last night, like Friday night, literally I finished this thing for physical science, one of the classes I teach, and I emailed the other teachers it, because they can use it too. And I was like, sorry I'm emailing you at 10 o'clock at night on a Friday night, but I'm in a rehearsal right now and I have nothing better to do because I'm not playing and I need to get lesson planning done. So yeah, that's been nice. I've been able to get some lesson planning and grading done while I've been at the rehearsals this week. So yeah, literally doing my main job while at my side hustle. So kind of weird. But yeah, I just explained Monday to you. The rest of this week was basically the same exact thing, except I didn't teach the saxophone lesson because that's only on Mondays. So the rest of my week was basically go to school, come home for like an hour. So a half hour of that included walking my dog because she needs 30 minutes of exercise a day because of her leg. And then the other 30 minutes included like eating dinner, which you need to do. So which actually, that's one thing I want to talk about real quick, because my name is Veggies by EOS. I am vegetarian. If you've seen other of my videos like vegetarian versus carnivore, you can see I'm a vegetarian. The thing I'm doing does provide dinner, but I went to the dinner on the first night and it was not vegetarian friendly at all. Like I barely ate dinner, so I was like, I'm just gonna make my own dinner because I didn't eat really. So yeah, I've been I'm sure the other days, maybe that day was just not vegetarian friendly and the other days have been, but like I said, since I have a dog, I'm like, you know what, I'd rather spend an hour at home than getting there early and eating their dinner. I'd rather just come home, make my own dinner, take my dog for a walk, and all that. So yeah, that's been my Tuesday through Friday, was go to work, come home for an hour, go to my rehearsal for my side hustle, and get my main job work done while at it. And honestly, the production is really fun. It's like a really, really cool production. It's awesome, but it has been super time consuming and this week has just been ridiculous. Today is Saturday when I'm filming this. I'm gonna try to put this up tomorrow, which is Sunday. So Sunday, I consider a week from Monday through Sunday. I think a lot of people do that. I think some people do Sunday through Saturday. So let me know if you think that's weird. But I consider the week starting on Monday, ending on Sunday. So my week is not over yet. I haven't worked the whole 73 hours yet, but we do have another dress rehearsal tomorrow and then the actual performance tomorrow, so I still have to do that. And again, I'm literally gonna bring school stuff to do while I'm there because I know for a fact that I'm gonna have several hours of downtime in between the dress, in between when I'm done playing for the dress rehearsal and when the actual concert starts. I know for a fact I'm probably gonna have 3 solid hours to work on stuff, so I can get school stuff done. That'll be nice to get caught up on grading because next week is finals week, and lots of stuff to grade. There won't be as much stuff to grade next week, but right now I'm like, yikes, have a lot of stuff to grade. But yeah, that's my main side hustle right now, this Christmas production that I'm doing. Other than that, my side hustles include something I've done in the past. I don't do this anymore, but I used to walk for WAG, dog walking. I did that while I was student teaching, so that was a really nice, like, flexible hours. I could work when I wanted. That was super nice when I was student teaching. I don't do that anymore just because it's not offered where I live. If it was offered where I live, I still would do it. But I'm on the website Rover, and I don't really get clients on there, but I did once dog sit a dog. This was like a few months ago. So I guess you could consider that a side gig because I did it once, but like I said, it's not consistent. I literally only did it once. But it's something I would like to do as a side gig. I just don't get the clientele for it. So that's another thing, dog walking and dog sitting. And then my other main side hustle, which like it's more of a hobby honestly because I don't really get paid that much for it, but I'm in 2 jazz bands, and like I said, it's more of a hobby. I really enjoy doing it. Like I don't do it for the money at all whatsoever. Like I love playing music. I love being in a jazz band. It's cool. The people in it are cool. One of the places we do gigs at is literally like a 5-minute drive from my house, so it's kind of nice. Like I could just leave and be there in 5 minutes, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, one of the bands I'm in doesn't pay like barely anything, and then the other band I'm in, we usually get paid like $40 a gig. Just in case you're wondering, is there any other way I make money? I'm trying to think if there's any other way I make extra money. Like I feel like there is, but I don't remember. I mean, I make extra money in the summer by having other jobs, but that doesn't, I feel like that doesn't really count. I don't know, I guess it does count. One job I do in the summer is, it's basically like this, it's a mix between a summer camp and summer school for middle schoolers, and I'm the teacher for it. So like it is like, I am teaching a class, but it's like a more chill, laid back, like it's not actually summer school, it's kind of just for parents to drop off their kids, honestly, that's basically what it is. So, and that pays pretty well too, so I really like doing that over the summer, helping out with that. Another thing I did, not this past summer, but the summer before that, was delivery driving for a local restaurant, and I made pretty good money doing that. Honestly, I just didn't have time for it this summer, but I do think I'm gonna go back and do that this summer. I feel like I have another side hustle. I can't remember. Another thing I would like to be a side hustle is YouTube. Obviously, I don't have many subscribers or viewers at all, but I'm hoping to build my YouTube channel, like maybe a year from now, have a decent amount of subscribers. I guess I would say if I were to set a goal for myself, that my goal would be to be making money on YouTube like 1 year from now. I doubt that's gonna happen, but maybe it will. So that'd be awesome if YouTube could be my side hustle. But yeah, other than that, every once in a while I'll get like a saxophone gig here or there that pays a little bit of money, so those are cool. I know I had one over the summer. A friend of mine, this might be what I'm thinking of the other thing I did over the summer. A friend of mine got us a gig to play in a quartet. We got paid $50 to just play music for 2 hours, pretty easy music. We rehearsed the night before, $50 easy dollars. So yeah, just kind of random gigs like that here and there. Not super often or anything, but every once in a while someone will ask me to play a gig for them, or if someone will find a gig and I'll play it. But yeah, that's all the side hustles. But yeah, thank you for watching. That's all the side hustles I do that I can think of. Some obviously pay a lot more than others. I guess I never mentioned how much my Christmas side hustle pays, so I guess I'll mention that now. It's $1,600 for the whole thing, but like I said, it was like a ton of time this week, going to be a ton of time next week, this upcoming week, and then besides that, we just had like a few other rehearsals, so those weren't too time consuming. But yeah, it's like, considering, if you compare that to what I make for my like jazz band gigs, that's a lot of money. So that's awesome. I'm getting a lot of money for that. Like I said, that's why I said I would do it way back when. So yeah, again, thank you for watching. If you have any other questions about side hustles or any other video ideas for me to do, since it is Vlogmas, I'm really going to try to actually vlog this upcoming week, because that's been my plan, but week 1 I got sick, week 2 I had a 73-hour work week, so vlogging isn't really gonna happen when you work for 73 hours in a week. So since this upcoming week is going to be crazy, let me know if there's anything I should do instead of vlogging, because I'm not gonna bring my camera like to the performance. I obviously can't do that. And I'm basically just gonna go to school and then go to my concerts every day. So yeah, thank you for watching. Sorry I keep rambling. Like and subscribe. Thank you, bye. Every single time I try to film a video, my dog walks out within the first 15 seconds. Okay.